And welcome everyone. We are back in action here at the Pro Arena at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino at the Q Sports International Expo, the greatest pool experience in the world. Predator Pro Billiard Series brings you the mixed doubles, the Apex mixed doubles. We just had a fantastic match between Kopin Yi and Wei Wei versus Kelly Fisher and Alex Kazakis, with the latter winning the match in a shootout. Went all the way to a shootout. We have 2 races to 4. If they are tied at the end of that, it goes to a third and deciding set. But if that third and deciding race to 4 is tied at 3, it will go to a shootout. Now, this match, as you can see, is Chou and Junlin Chang against Albin Ouschan, Jasmine Ouschan, brother-sister team against these 2 very, very fine champions from Chinese Taipei. And the Ouschans are from Austria. They have their own sports academy there in Klagenfurt. They've hosted the Pro Billiard Series there 2 years in a row, along with other world championships. And what a great job they do in Austria when you're out there. This is George Stacha in the booth with Eric Horlifson.
Pleasure to be with you guys again. What a high-powered matchup we have here. How many world championships on the table right now? Maybe 8?
I'm going to say pretty close to 8, yes. Everyone there has one. And, of course, these 2 gentlemen have more than one. And the lady sitting down on the right, Chou, has, I know, the 9-ball, the 10-ball that I know of. And she held them at the same time. Mary Catherine from Birmingham, Alabama, setting the balls down to be spotted, the cue balls down to be spotted. He's asking the ball to be moved. I thought he was going to move the cue ball.
Well, that's your answer, George. You can actually you can ask it for it to be moved if you like.
Yeah, he asked to be moved over just a little bit, and he has lost the lag to Albin. So the Ouschans will be breaking first. It is winter break. Race to 4. Playing 10-ball. 10-ball does not count on the break, but it will. Early 10-balls will win you a game. There is a 3-foul rule in effect. And Albin to break first. Albin is Jasmine's younger brother.
Both Austrians with big power breaks. Look for Ouschan to really unleash on this one.
She comes up off her feet when she breaks.
Crushes the rack. 1 ball fighting to get in. Not down. Taipei is going to have a shot at short rail first here. Tough to control the cue ball going towards the 2. One's really deep in the pocket. It's actually possible to miss the whole ball. Nice
Chang.
shot.
Oops, go ahead. Sorry.
Making the 1. Tough control and getting towards the 2 there. Was forced to kind of run into it. Didn't end up how he wanted. Safe available here. Probably behind the 4-5.
Both the Chinese Taipei players are sponsored by Predator, as are the Austrians. So a whole Predator event here.
Choice of world champions.
It's unlimited coaching, but the players are on a time clock, 30-second time clock, even after the break. Oh, what a nice bank shot on that deuce. Got a little too far away from the 3, but the angle is good. And the player shooting it is better.
Yeah, he'll have to elevate here. Still expect him to make it.
Do you expect opening game jitters?
Yeah, I was just going to say, first shot of the match.
First shot of the match, yeah. That wasn't, the cueing there was, as you said, he's a little elevated and wasn't to his liking or to anyone's liking, really. I know these two play together quite a bit. I actually had the pleasure and the honor to do commentary with both of them in Austria this past October at their event there in Klagenfurt. Both extremely knowledgeable players. And as Jasmine says about Albin, and coach. Both teams, it's their first match of the day. We just had a match with Wei Wei and Co, Ping Yi, and Kelly Fisher and Alex Kazakis.
Very competitive match, went all the way down to a shootout. Now Ouschan with a little tester here off the first shot.
Which ocean?
Yeah.
The Pacific or the Atlantic? Up and back. He's going to go all the way up to the head rail and back, I think.
Perfect.
As long as he's not over the 7. Did he get behind? He gets behind it.
Tough roll there. Jasmine will be looking to play the cue ball behind the 5 here, but it's tough.
As soon as that ball started coming back, I wondered if it might hit the 7 or get just behind it, and I can't believe it got there. Wow. Nice hit. Hit the 10 ball and give him distance. Don't spin in. Perfect.
I think the 5 passes the 7. Going to be a tough slow roll here, though, for Chou. Pardon me, Chang is up.
Yeah. Well, the good thing for Albin and Jasmine there is that that little roll was compensated by that little roll that they got to leave the cue ball frozen on the rail.
Good picture.
That's a tough. Oops,
rail bridge. Sorry, George. The rail bridge there from Chang.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. You got to roll the ball so you can have shape for the 5. You couldn't stop it. What a tough shot they left.
No matter what table you're on, the table has to roll exactly perfect to pocket that ball. He had no other option.
Here comes a big shot by Albin. Beautiful shot. Bumps the 7 for perfect position on the 5.
Austria with the first good chance to win the opening rack here. A couple small miscues by Chang. Ouschan kind of coming out in team jerseys here, wearing the same.
It's a little cool in the arena, so yeah, they want full long sleeves. I just put my jacket on because it's getting cold in here.
Can you imagine the amount of hours these two have spent practicing together? Probably at times playing doubles just for something to switch it up.
You know, this morning I walked in to the pro setup, the arenas, I guess, and at one of the tables you had you had 4 of the Polish team players playing Scotch doubles.
Sharing time at the table.
Sure, sure. They were the only pro players in the big ballroom early in the morning.
No Polish women coming over for this tournament. Otherwise, they probably would have had a team in the event. I think Monika Zabek is in the tournament from Poland. It's not quite in the upper echelon of female players. Europe's still looking to develop the female side of the game. They're definitely coming up on the junior side. Same with the US. The face of the game is really changing, really becoming strong players from all over the world.
Extremely competitive. There's 2 strong players right there from Austria, Mario He and Maximilian Lechner.
Jasmine choosing the other side of the table. Lots of power. Flukes the 4 on the side.
Eric, do you happen to know the little tool they use to prepare the table? That it's X something or other. I have the tool and I just forget who makes it and what it's called. The little flat X, and they just rub the table with it.
Kind of like to clean the table?
Yeah, to clean the table.
I don't know the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The referee was preparing the table for these 2 to play, for these teams to play during the introduction, and someone in the chat's asking what tool is the ref using, and I know the name of it, but I just can't for the life of me remember it.
Yeah, it's the best
I have
one.
it. Yeah, it's the best one. We've used it for years.
If you Google it, I'm sure the picture will come up and you can find the brand.
Yeah. It's called X something.
Kind of shaped like an X on the top.
On the top part, right. And it is great for preparing the table. Absolutely a good tool. Meanwhile, Chang has left an open shot on the 1.
Tied up the 2. Jasmine's considering the combo. Runs it by Albin. Albin said, yeah, go ahead. Free shot.
First place in this tournament is $10,000. Second place is $5,000. Third and fourth is $2,500, and 5th through 8th is $1,250. And she makes the 10. What a shot! And that's 2-0 for the Ouschans. Jasmine waiting. Can I move the balls or not?
Yeah, they're okay. The cue ball stopped. Just double checking with the ref. Expecting the ref to clean the balls, or to gather the balls first. Went over to the scoreboard first.
Albin to break again. He led off breaking, so I guess they're breaking twice like the spot shot. Could that be it?
Jasmine broke in the second game. We're into game 3 here. So, yeah, it's alternate breaks from different players.
Oh, right. There it is. Someone just posted Simonis X1. Pool table cloth cleaning tool. Thank you, Robert Allison. Albin breaking from the side, playing the 1 ball to the side pocket. Will the 4 ball follow in with it?
Changes bridge position a bit on this break. Similar location with the cue ball. Caught a bit of cut there. Saw that. Kind of looked away to the side, telling me he wasn't actually trying to cut it. Nothing down. Tough opener for Taipei. I think the cue ball will play off the 3 to the left of the side pocket. Bit of a risk of kind of running through it into the side, but if he shoots it, he'll know that it's not going there. few tough ones for Chang, and he hasn't quite answered yet, or hasn't quite come to the challenge yet.
This is reminiscent of Austria in the World Team Champions. Didn't these two play?
I think it would have came up, yeah.
Yeah. Was it Austria or was it? No, that was Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Puerto Rico was the World Team Championships. Taipei finishing second in that event. Austria finished near the end. Good judgment by Jasmine there, knowing how much of the pocket she can take, sliding the 1 past the 6. Cue ball's not playing great here, playing into the 4-9 area. Albin's thinking about how he can draw out of it and still control the cue ball for the 3. I think if you draw the cue ball a bit to the left, he's going to go follow, maybe trying to control it. 2 rails between them. Knew he could get in front of it. Nice shot. Little overhit. Jasmine will have the 3 in the side. Same issue here. A lot of traffic running around back to the 4. Can take the cue ball to the right long rail, tracking it 3 rails back between the 5-10.
Nice shot by Jasmine. Will she clear the 5? Oh, it looks like she did.
Yeah, it's close. Worst case will be a rail first for Albin. Doesn't even have enough for rail first. Going to jump at it. High percentage jump. The 4 is close to the pocket.
Albin, a great jumper. Does a great job with the short cue.
He's actually going to go full cue here, full cue jump, because he wants to get some draw out of it and get closer back to the 5.
You're right. Is that his break? Yeah, it is the break cue to jump. He's jumping with. I actually like doing that too. Just use the break cue to jump sometimes. He's only jumping a very small portion of the 5 ball.
Oh, good hit. Speed got him.
And the cue ball.
Yeah. This is the break in the opening set that Taipei needed. And they'll be big favorites here to run out with ball in hand. Straight enough to just hold for the 6 straight in the corner. One more cue ball movement from 8 to 9. No traffic in the middle of the table. No coaching needed here. It is unlimited coaching, but both players know. Yeah, it's looking at asking Chou exactly where she wants to be, making sure she can reach it. It's actually another small odd factor when one player is like tall, with like Chang coming in at around 6'1", 6'2". You have to consider if your opponent's a little shorter, they can't reach as many shots as you can. Just double checking with her on that one that she can reach it. She can.
Kind of be like you and I playing.
Just going to use the left spin to help pocket the 9 here. Come up the left side of the table. I'm surprised he went all the way down. I thought he could hit it with enough speed without doing that.
No, he's left her a tough shot.
Shot from Chou, going at it aggressively, bringing the score back to 2-1. Little laugh there between partners, getting their first game on the board. Chang's got his break cue out, taking the first break for Taipei in this match. Teams have the choice of who breaks first. From there forward, it'll be alternate breaks between partners.
Chang Zhonglin, fantastic player, world champion out of Chinese Taipei. Sets up the one ball in front of the pocket with a nice kiss from the 3.
Yeah, picture perfect break here.
Chou. Rita Chou. Just has to come back past the 8 to get a good shot on the 2 ball.
Yeah, wants to get as straight on the 2 as possible. Doesn't want the cue ball to be moving towards the 4-6.
Oh.
Almost ran into the 8. Gonna have a little too much angle here. Might be able to slow it down. At that point, there'll be a decent amount of distance between the 3. Go ahead.
Can he avoid the 4, Eric?
Yeah, hitting it thinly. I thought about that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I ask you these tough questions, because I know you always think about them. He avoided everything.
Great
wow,
shot.
3 obstacles to avoid, and he succeeded.
I mean, players with any kind of experience know this, but I'll just mention it. You know, when a ball is so close to the pocket like that, you can almost hit the ball anywhere. I mean, in that case, you have to hit it thinner, but how Chang judged that one, he recognized the exact thinness to hit it at to kind of create that first natural angle and play around the rails. Great shot.
Has to avoid the 6 ball getting behind it. Now the question is, will she play for the side or for the corner on the 6?
I think she kind of prefers the side, but the natural angle of the cue ball is going a little too far to the right, so she'll probably draw out of this, go into the corner. Typical one rail out diagonal plays here. Taipei on their way to put their first break and run of the match on the board. Tell you what, the level of competitiveness in this doubles tournament is going to be great all day long. We saw a really strong match in the first set of the day. Both these teams coming out with some high level play so far. Very fun event.
Well, that just speaks to the quality of the players to start things off.
Yeah.
All 16 players, 8 women and 8 men, and they're all absolutely fantastic. Tied at 2. Just what you would expect from both of these teams. The opening shots were unsuccessful, but the way it turned out, the position they got back on top of the 7 in the first game for Albin.
Yeah, the biggest turning point in this first match was Jasmine running the cue ball down. I can't remember. She had a tricky movement. She got Albin on the 4, tried that full cue jump, and the cue ball ended up scratching.
Yeah, coming all the way. Yep.
Both the Ouschans just kind of very serious demeanor. Albin probably the most serious of all of them.
Albin is extremely competitive. If he doesn't have it his way, he's going to let you know.
Yeah.
Jasmine a little more fun-loving, a little on the lighter side.
Yeah. One gonna drop. Goes in the side of the pocket. 2 ball plays into the corner, but the cue ball's running into the 7. 5, pardon me. Chang probably looking to play the cue ball down near the 4-8 area. Nicely played. Full ball hook here. Jump safe's available. Jump carom is available. Don't see too much as far as kicks. You can see Jasmine just seceding to Albin there, not really interfering with what he's thinking.
Trying to catch that 2 rails and pocket the ball.
Good chance for Taipei again. Have to be a tight shot from the 3 to the 4. Chang will be drawing the cue ball back between the 6-8 on the second shot. Good angle to do that. Too much speed here. Holds up just in time to be able to pocket the 4. Nice shot.
Fortunately, the 5 ball's on the other side of the side pocket, which is going to be where the cue ball is headed. She can go, whoa, missed the ball.
Almost acting almost like she caught her cue on the rail on the way through to striking the cue ball. Can happen sometimes when the cue ball's really close to the rail like that. So big break for Austria here in the first set. Underhit a bit here, but that's okay. It'll just come around 3 rails. Sometimes you even play for this shot because it plays around so well 3 rails.
It is a shot that can really get you in line, and the speed has to be decent, but you can take it with a full stroke, which makes it a lot easier to achieve or hit.
It's overhit it.
He's overhit it, yeah.
How's this going to end up? Not good. Not good.
Not good if you're Jasmine.
Can play a 2-way bank here. Try to bank the 6 in. Cue ball behind the 8. Kind of tough to draw the cue ball enough. It's close. Considering the cut, I think that's too thin. Or the cue ball behind the 10. So they're going with pretty much no coaching, because I think if Albin was up there, he would recommend the 2-way bank.
I saw Jasmine line up on that, and Albin kind of give it a little look there.
Yeah. Do we want to shoot this shot really?
What are you doing?
But this is what I was talking about earlier. Like if they might want to shoot their own shots regardless, right? And the other factor is that they're under a 30-second shot clock, and if you start talking about, there's 3 shots here, you got to decide quick.
Sure.
Right? So I think they're going with the strategy, unless it really needs some kind of super high level thinking. They're just going to shoot their own shots.
Nice shot to get behind the 10.
Kick to the right long. Albin's going for the jump cue. This would be getting the cue ball up in the air real quick here. I think he'll end up passing on that idea. Yeah. Nice solid hit. Look at this. Look at the spin on the cue ball here.
This is going to end up safe. That's a pretty shot. That's a kind of a standard 4-rail safety, but he kicked at it to get it.
No kidding. Yeah. Generally, hitting at that type of shape of kick with speed is going to yield better results. Chou has a chance here. Nice shot. That was the cue ball. Very good. So Taipei looking to take the first lead towards the tail end of this first set.
Wanted to get the cue ball just past the side pocket, I would think. Not much further than that.
Did we confirm if Fefalova and Steyer one came back and beat Van Boning and Fischer?
Yes, I saw that Shane and Allison lost.
Okay. Just worried about the cue ball stopping there. I think Chang said something like, I'm not even going to stand near the table while it's rolling. I'm just going to go and sit back down. It's funny.
Yes, Fefalova and Steyer, 2-1 in a shootout.
Good in a shootout. Wow.
So both opening matches went to a shootout.
Wow, shows how close the overall competition is here. Big break from Chang. 10 ball goes in. Doesn't count under the Pro Billiard Series rules. They're on the 1. They'll be looking for their second break and run of the match here.
Open shot on the 1. Easy to go for the 2. The 3's hanging in the pocket. The 4 ball's out in the open. Has 4 of the 6 pockets available. 5 in the open. What are you thinking, Eric?
Yeah, it's, there's a lot of congestion in the middle, so
Yes.
things could go wrong. But every ball has a pocket. I think the biggest problem ball for them is the 5. They'll want a good straight in angle on the 4 in the corner to draw straight back. Decent position to achieve that. Got to maneuver around the 6, maybe possibly with follow, moving the cue ball more, but just making sure you don't run into the 6 with draw.
Nicely done there.
Yeah, was confident that you could avoid the 6, just chose to move the cue ball less. Good play. They're in good position now. Strong set from Taipei here, throwing in 2 break-in runs after a couple small missed chances from Chang that allowed Austria to win the first 2 games of the set.
Looks like he has the angle to get up for the 6 on the side, doesn't he? Or is she gonna come over for the no?
Yeah, a little straight. Tough
She's
to
gonna-
get the cue ball moving either way.
Gonna go ahead and just stop it there for him. Okay.
Gonna have to pocket weight the 6, but that's okay because the 6 is very makeable. Just gotta hit it thin enough.
A little inside here, you think?
Yeah,
Oh no, he's gotta.
Yeah, just slow the cue ball down with inside. Now I'm gonna go around it.
Look at the speed on this ball. Wow, what a good shot that was.
It's a real big play, like recognizing how low you have to hit the cue ball sometimes to slow it down. Back in line now. Great opening set from Taipei here. Ouschans will have to fight back hard in the second set. Believe it'll be Taipei leading off the break in the second set. There you go. Chang and Chou. 1 set lead in this quarterfinal match, single knockout tournament.
That was a great set. There was that two. You said there was 2 breaking runs there
Yeah,
from the Taiwanese.
both teams choosing to stay in the arena for a possible break between sets, so we'll get right back at it here.
You know, watching them warm up, Allison and Shane looked unbeatable, and Tyler and Margaret took care of business. They won the shootout.
Yeah, we have a couple small bets between friends. I took them to win the tournament, actually.
Chang was asking for clarification on something there.
I think they knew it was Taipei's break. They were just saying, can we choose who breaks first in a set? And I think if they're putting Chou up to break, it actually has to rotate even when it goes to a new set. Made the 1 on the side. Not spinning the cue ball as much today. Shook her head, but I think she's on the 2, unless it's some kind of illusion here from the overhead. I think he's on the 2, pardon me. Must be blocked by the way their body language is here. Yeah, just barely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the overhead man looked like they had plenty of room.
Mm-hmm.
One of the advantages the players have over the commentators is they can see the angles.
Sure. Considering kind of a challenge push here. Pushing the cue ball right in, frozen on the short rail. Trying to challenge Albin or Jasmine to pocket along too. Gotta be careful with the cue ball here. You gotta really freeze it. That'll be good enough.
Longest of shots, and as you called it, a challenging push. Challenge accepted by the Ouschans.
I would at this point. Gotta
Sure.
try to make something happen. Part of the equation is getting from the 3 to the 4. It's gonna be very tough. First part of that challenge passed. Second part, has relevance as well. Still going to be tough to get on the 4 here. At least the 4 is hanging.
Yeah.
It's so sharp in the side that she might consider playing safe behind the 6.
Did she just roll past the 6, or is she in danger of going off the 6 and scratching?
I think she's okay on that part, but it's just tough to pocket this. Oh, off the 6 on the side. That was the obvious play. Missed that one. Good shot there by Ouschan. An immediate high-level play back from Austria in these first 3 shots of the second set.
Small landing place for the 5 ball. Found it. Two rails forward to get on the 6. Just past the middle of the table would be perfect.
Austria definitely going with the no coaching strategy. Sure, there'll be spots where if they need to figure out something intricate, there'll be a little bit of communication, but overall just kind of letting each other shoot their own shots.
Albin playing position of the side pocket with perfect speed. A stop shot for the 8. And the next 2 balls should be rather routine.
They haven't broken about 5 games, so I can't remember who the break rotation is. The scorekeeper will have to keep track of that. There's spots where you don't break for 5 games, right? So
yeah,
kind of have to have it down on paper, make sure they keep that in order.
Would like to be off the rail more to kind of just stun this up for the 10.
Yeah, she's actually running into it, I think. If she can run into the top side of it, it'll push the 10 towards the same pocket. Tricky to judge those ones. That works as well.
As you described. Whoa.
Random miscue from Albin. Chou's going to have a big shot here in the second set. Cue ball might be playing towards the left corner pocket. Not quite. The cue ball's out off the rail enough too that you can draw it, so she will. Nice aggressive stroke there from Chou.
And that opens the second set, 1-0. That's a big shot right there coming off the rail.
Didn't expect him to miss it. Or from Chou, yeah. But I didn't expect Albin to miss that ball.
No, I didn't either. And to break will be Junling Chang. Or as they would say it in Taiwan, in Chinese Taipei, Chang Junling. Oh, the cue ball's gone.
Immediate let off for Austria here.
I will say the comparison between the first match we did with this and then this match, these guys are more serious about it.
Yeah.
You don't see the smiles. You don't see the camaraderie, the lightness of it. They're a little more serious in there. Just a testament to champions' competitiveness.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what it is.
It's in their blood, for sure. 8's tied up with the 9 here. Can run the cue ball off the 5. Small risk of getting behind either the 8 or the 9. I think it's worth it.
I think where the 8 ball lays, it's in a perfect place to come off the 7, to kind of nudge it a little bit, come up off the 7.
Thing is, if you do it off the 5, you're more likely to get a shot on the 7. So.
I like that, and that's exactly what he's lined up for.
Yeah. I mean, you could just play around it and play the 5 in the, or the 8 in the long pocket as well, but I'd favor the breakout here.
If she hits any part of the top or the left side of the 8, she should be fine. Or missed it altogether and leave nothing.
Yeah, she was trying to go into it there.
The Ouschan's having a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a problem, but unsuccessful in that attempt.
Yeah, I mean, they could have got all the way out there.
Sure.
Really needed to contact the 8. High percentage to get safe, but both teams will be battling to figure out that 8-9 problem now.
And after losing the first set, they definitely don't want to get behind in this one. Well,
good shot from Ouschan.
The good news is that I believe the 7 ball is blocked. The bad news is she's got a decent long rail kick on this ball.
Yeah, she could kick this right in. She could actually go rail first and try to spin into it as well. Looking for Chang for advice here.
In the World Team Championships, both of these pairs played together and against each other. I forgot who played with the Austrian team. Was it Moritz Neuhausen?
He would have been from Germany. I think
Okay,
Mario
so
must have been on there. Mario. Could have been Max. Don't remember.
Could have been Max. Yeah, I don't remember either. I don't know why I don't remember. Gosh, it's so glaring.
So the 7 ended up in a perfect position to get on the small area for the 8. And Austria is going to be bringing the scoreline to 1-1 here. This was a big game for them.
And they're looking good to close it out and win, tie things up at 1.
Again, Austria hasn't broken 7 games, or I guess 7 games now. So not quite sure who's going to be breaking here. Both teammates break real strong, though.
And we are tied in the second set, a must-win set for the Austrians.
They're going to have to figure it out. They're asking.
They're asking.
Yeah, it's Jasmine to break.
I wonder if the scorekeeper is, timekeeper is tracking that.
Oh, they definitely are.
Referee, yeah.
Because they gave him an instant answer.
Sure.
The players couldn't remember. There's no way, and not their job. But yeah, you could see the scorekeeper answered immediately.
Well, the good thing is it's definitely not our job. We'd be fired on the spot. Jasmine to break the balls here from the side. Let's see if all the balls end up on the left side of the table as per the norm. Depending on speed. She crushes them, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, will she come up out of her shoes? Yes, she does. That right leg kicks up, pockets a ball immediately, then the 4 ball slides in, kisses off.
Strong break there from Jasmine. Cue ball with huge spin on it.
You know, I think she learned that break dance step and the spin on the cue ball from Dances with the Stars.
That's
she was
right.
on a while back.
How did she finish in that?
I think she finished on top. I thought she won it.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Huh.
I
I YouTubed it and I watched her. I don't know. I just don't remember how she finished.
I did too when we were going to Austria this past year, because I knew she'd been on there. So I
Ga-young Kim was on Dancing on the Stars in Korea as well.
Oh, really?
Just shows
I didn't know that.
Yeah, just shows how big pool is around the world.
Yeah. Everywhere but the U.S. In the U.S., let's go to the bar, have a drink, and maybe we'll play a game of pool, right?
We're the Predator, and there's a lot of people in the works looking to change that image.
Yes. And they're doing a great job of it. And a good example of it is right here in Las Vegas with Q Sports International's Expo. 7,000 amateurs here. How many pros do we have? We had 96 men, 48 women at least in the Las Vegas Open. We also have the World 10 Ball, Predator World 10 Ball coming up in 2 days.
Yeah, first class event here all around for the amateurs, pros. Pleasure to be here. Finally, some communication between the Austrian team. A little straight, might be able to cheat the inside of the pocket here. Bunch of left spin.
Jasmine goes around to look at her work, see what kind of position she got, Albin. It's just a follow shot. And to the right. There you go. And that's perfect. It gets enough angle to get off the rail for the 6 and make it easy to get up for the 7.
Austria looking to take their first lead in over half an hour here.
Yeah, they led the opening 2 games, the first set, and that was it.
Cue ball's kind of going the wrong way. Albin should be able to draw straight back for the side.
Albin extreme left eye dominant there.
Yeah. Kind of plays with his elbow angled inwards, which a lot of players that are opposite eye dominant do to compensate for that.
Nicely in line. See if they play the 9 ball to the side or come up for the corner. This will be interesting. It's a sharp shot to the side. He's coming back.
Yeah, just couldn't get close enough to it. See how much he got out of that cue ball with like a very kind of like slow pace stroke, right? It's like, it looks easy, but they're timing it so well that they're getting so much out of their stroke.
Exactly. Good thing to point out too.
Yeah, they're kind of hitting it at like a, below medium speed, but still getting good draw reaction out of the ball.
Yeah, she likely got just a little bit more out of that one, but it's no hill for a climber here.
Jasmine with a little clap on her leg there, getting pumped up, starting to see a path back to leveling the first 2 sets here.
Yeah, she's got to cheer up her brother. There you go. See, he's still thinking about the first error he made in the first game.
Yeah, he's a serious guy.
Jasmine, he sure is.
Jasmine will know that though. It won't really bother her. Look at him. It's just she's smiling at him. Nothing.
Nothing in return.
He might not even be a serious guy outside the table. I actually don't know him that well, but he's very serious when he's competing. Put it that way.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
He was actually kind of fun in the booth, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, he's probably a lot more easygoing in person.
Yeah. Very knowledgeable, expressed everything well. You know what gets me about a lot of the European players? Because I've been in the booth with quite a few of them, and they're English. They can sit in the booth. I speak fluent Spanish, but I wouldn't get in the booth and speak in Spanish.
They might take it in school, probably.
Yeah. A great job they all do.
Strong break there from Albin. 2 ball straight in. Got to be careful with catching the point here. Could deaden the cue ball, but I think there's enough room just before it. Could run into the 7 too. Nice shot. 3 rails around inside the 5.
Perfect. I was going to say, is the 5 ball going to ruin the party?
Rest of the rack's looking pretty good. Bit of cue ball movement from the 6 to the 7. Sure, they'll be able to navigate that well. This will be the first break and run for Team Austria. And it looks like this, you're going to have to produce break and runs if you want to win this event.
Uh-oh.
Out. Guess you just didn't think the scratch was there, but didn't it look like a draw from the beginning regardless? I guess
Yes,
there was
it
too
did to
much
me.
angle.
Yeah, there was a lot of angle.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if the draw, it would still send her a long way down table, but I still thought the draw was the play.
Yeah, I thought the cue ball would only move 4 feet, but she just must have had more angle than it looked. Would have never followed it otherwise.
Can't really tell from here on angles like that.
She's explaining to Albin her thought process there. Must have just been saying the same thing we were. Just
Well,
kind of puzzled by it.
He's okay there, but Chang wanted to get a lot straighter than that on the 7 ball. The painful grimace on his face.
Saw that.
Jean-Lin, just think of it this way. You've got a 9 ball and 10 ball champion with you.
That's right.
That shot's not going to be a hill for her.
Yeah.
But it's just our inner perfectionist that wants to leave it exactly where you want to have the ball. A little bit of draw instead of a hair left. Interesting.
Bit of both.
Bit of both. Did he move at the end?
Yeah.
Okay. And this 10 ball to tie him up at 2. And it drops. It's fired right in by Chou. Chou. That almost sounded like so say you.
Think it'll be Chang to break. Neither player's gone for their break cue yet.
Yeah. Our viewership is a little higher than it was in the first match, but people are still sleeping. It's early morning in Europe and Chinese Taipei.
Chou to break. Made the 1 on the side last break.
Cue ball's okay at this point.
Whoa, look at that congestion over there.
Can you say 3 foul?
Maybe they just fire into it right now. Jasmine's laughing about how all those balls kind of got so close together. They actually have the angle to go into it. But, I mean, what are the chances of landing perfect on the 2?
She just pointed that I was a cue
Yeah.
to him. Yeah, she just motioned.
If you get below it, there's going to be safe options, and you can kind of at least rearrange that area.
If he comes in right between the 6 and the 3 there, it opens up perfectly. And straight in on the deuce.
It's thin. The one's thin enough as well that you can get a lot of energy coming back there, but it's just, no one can predict how those balls are going to split if you run into them. We'll see. Backed off. It's just too much chance of something bad happening there. So now what? That's what Jasmine said to him, or something like, okay, now what? And he's going to tell her. Oh, they're just going to keep them together? You got to draw it to do that.
Yeah, and it's tough that she can't keep from hitting the 3 ball with 2 ball.
Could the cue ball ever go on the side here if you follow it?
I would just thin it on the left side and get behind the 9. Like that.
It's good. Looks like the 6 passes the 8, so they're starting to develop that area. It'll be developed even more here because Chang will have to try to hit the 2. Oh, they left an edge. Thin it. Oh no, short rail kick. Called the 9. And Austria gets the best of that exchange. You know, the 6 doesn't really pass the 8, but it's going to be easy to play safe behind the 8 with the cue ball if you get in the right spot over there.
The 5 ball is also available to be able to play off of it, to go towards the 6-8 and solve that problem. But that also makes it very dangerous because you don't always come up with a shot.
Mm-hmm. Kind of just depends what exact angle you get on the 5 here. Is she considering breaking into it now? No, that's too aggressive. Too much chance of the 6 getting in between.
It's going to be looking bleak for an angle to go into the 6 because she's going to have to leave the 5 ball straight into the side pocket from here.
I think there's a small angle going to the right, which would actually lead into the breakout angle on the 5.
Okay.
Oh, the bank. Especially where they got now. Might as well. Cue ball will be coming around 3 rails.
Could just stop it there and then play a safety off the 6.
I think they're going to go for the bank.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Just going to try to break it out. Jeez.
See, that's the problem with breaking. That's the problem with trying to break it out is you won't come up with a shot there. That one was tough.
Yeah.
I liked your version of the bank instead of trying to break it.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or stay there for it and play a safety off of it.
Right. Maybe they'll hire us as coaches next year, George. Doubtful.
Hire you as the coach.
Good.
I'll be the towel kid. The towel guy.
Yeah.
The water boy.
Good containment shot there from Ouschan.
Here comes the safety right behind the 10. Nicely played. Looks like she got her.
Long distance communication there. Jasmine, both players kind of know the shot, just confirming with each other. I think she was trying to cut it in, just undercut the angle. Cover the pocket for the 6. Could be available thinly in the side. It's very thin. Cue ball's kind of running towards the corner pocket as well. Must be tracking in between the 10 and the corner here. Okay, just risk running into it. Big shot for Chou here in this second set. Good shot.
Good shot. Great position on the 8-ball.
So advantage back to Taipei. They're going to get to the hill here in the second set and breaking. It'll be Chang's break in the 6th game.
Easy. Perfect. Tracking down just past the spot.
Just didn't quite go as planned on that breakout from the 6-8. Austria did some good maneuvering to get the first offensive chance, getting the edge off that five-ball cluster. Could have gone well off the breakout. They chose the offensive path. Just didn't quite end up the way they wanted.
Well, especially drawing the ball, you really, you know, you needed so much power to draw that ball into those 2 balls to guarantee a shot. And
that's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
She hit the 8 and the cue ball lost all energy.
Now they're in a tough place. They got to find a way to come to the table and win the next 2 games. And who looks like? It looks like Chang's going to be breaking the balls, which means it's going to be a hard one.
Yeah, threat of a break and run here.
Probably a successful one too. Let's take a look at some of the stats that we have here. Here we go. Oh, I can't get to the stats. You get them over there? How is his percentage breaking?
65% for Taiwan, for Taipei.
And how are we looking as far as player overall performance?
Can't quite scroll up and down here, but both teams playing at a real high level. A few more missed balls for Austria. 3 for Taipei, 6 for Austria. Taipei's performing at a 950 level.
Wow. Well, they had two, I think it was 2 break-in runs, possibly 3 in the first set.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to put him right behind the 10. Trouble.
Think there's room on the short rail here with some left spin. Pardon me, the long rail.
The Fillers won the first set against Gorst and Tkach, but trail 3-1 in the second.
Close play overall. I mean, this one might not go to a third set, but all the scores have been close. That one's pushing towards a third set. Left it out, won't be able to pocket it. Chance for a game-winning save here from Austria. 5's tied up with the 7, so they'll be battling over those balls as well.
Are you going to try to bank this, get to the inside of the 2 against the rail there behind the 8? Try to
I
follow
like
it down.
trying to use the 8 somehow,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The 8 and the 3-5.
Just caught it a little thin. Just trying to run the cue ball into the 8, so the 5-7 became bigger blockers there. Safe enough. Chang might just try to play the cue ball behind the 9 here. Could play around 2 rails, tracking back towards the 8 with the cue ball. Good shot.
Nice shot. The 10 ball going to do anything? Oh, yes, it is. It's going to stop the ball from coming off the rail and leaving a tough shot on the 3.
Cue ball will be playing up table. I think you're just trying to get it near the 4 and see what kind of options come up to either play safe on the 5 or break into it.
I think the key here is pocketing the ball. The shape will take care of itself.
Good shot.
Now, what do you do about the 5 from here?
Yeah, I mean, you could go at it off the short rail. I think it's worth it. If
Straight
you,
at it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't scratch.
Yeah.
The scratch line's not there unless you go on the side.
And if you miss it, you're still coming below it where you're going to have some kind of safe. Surprised he checked that ball. Real surprised. I guess he thought it would always go to the left of it.
She's got her hand, and now she's laughing. He's not so happy. What about the 5-7?
Yeah, I think it's playing into the short rail a bit. Good thought, though. She's actually taking a look at it.
Yeah. There's a little space between the balls. I think it. Oh, she can't get to it. The 8 ball's got her.
So you
She's
know
gonna get
what?
the jump cue.
They were actually playing below it the whole time. We didn't realize the 5-7 was that wired into the corner.
It's pretty wired. She's going to throw a little bit, so she's going to want to go maybe to the left side of it or straight at it.
I think even the right side of it to throw it the opposite way. Nice shot. Foul caught the 8.
Oh,
Wow.
boy. I like Rita. She seems very personable, the few interactions I've had with her, and the way she found something to smile about there and be okay with it. And Chang had nothing to do with that.
Right.
Not at all.
So going to be looking at Hill here in the second set. Jasmine taking out the extension for that shot.
Coming straight down. Cue ball will probably track right over where the cue ball is now. Coming off the head rail. A little bit past it, but good enough to make the 10. Appreciative crowd wanting that hill thriller, wanting to see more pool, which would mean the Ouschan's winning this set so it can go to a third and deciding set.
Semifinals of this tournament will be coming up at 4 o'clock Pacific. Finals at 7. Only tournament on offer today on the pro side. It'll be fun action.
Yeah.
Go ahead, George.
No, you got it.
26th is going to be a day off on the pro side. We'll be back on the 27th with the PBS Showdown, 16-player women's invitational, and the World 10-Ball Championships. Still a ton of pool to come up for you guys this week.
And on the Q Sports International side, I believe the teams will be here Tuesday or Wednesday. So this place will be rocking. Ten ball. Oh, one ball went in the corner. Two balls available for a shot.
Yeah, a little too sharp in the side. Safes aren't really obvious. Probably playing the cue ball back behind the 6. Could get aggressive and try to lay it behind the 4. Both draw type safes, not easy.
The elevation would probably keep him from trying to get behind the 4. I think the 6 is a better option. But he's got to hit too much of the 2 ball away from the 9 to get back there.
Yeah, so when you start drawing it, you're going to put more energy in the cue ball, and the 2 could come all the way back up table.
Exactly.
He's going to try to shoot the 2 into the 9 because he knows it's going to come back down table. If not, called the 9 just in case, but mostly playing the safe here. Shot didn't quite get the cue ball, but the 9 goes. There, still at the table here.
Well, if you're going to make one, I'm glad you didn't get the other. She says.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, no limits, Leo. If once this match is over, we have one coming up at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which would be a semifinal match.
Wow, that's pretty much a shot of the match there. Cueing over top of the ball, tons of distance. Albin not happy, but he's half joking. He knows how tough that shot was.
We will finish this tournament all in one day. Semifinal at 4 p.m. and the final at 7 p.m. Pacific time.
So Austria playing well out of that situation, coming away from the table with the advantage here.
Efren is not the only magician in pool. Predator has come to it, and they will be magician to finish this tournament in one day.
Two rails here for Jun Lin. Not a real good chance to get safe. Can kick the 3 near the side. If he doesn't make it, it'll play down towards the 5-7.
He nibbled it. Cue ball's going to scratch anyway.
And guess what's going to happen with the 310? No
Oh, that would have been a very big break for the Ouschans.
Wow, because the 310 is just unmissable.
She can play the carom.
She might. They're definitely having a talk about this one.
It's a go all the way. You got to play.
She called it.
All it takes is just a little bit of low English. And almost full ball. Under 3.
Tough.
Well, valiant effort. But would you just take this bank cross-side?
You know banking better than me, George. It's not a double kiss, right?
It's real close.
Yeah.
When I said that and I looked at this angle here, I kind of thought, well, maybe not, because it could be a kiss. I don't know banking better than you.
Yeah, I think you do. You play more one pocket than
Well, yeah, but we don't bank to the side in one pocket.
Yeah. If there's any cross corners, I'll refer to you.
Cross sides. Oh, cross corners.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the cross corners are much easier to read than the sides, especially that one in particular. And plus, you had to come away from the rail because the cue ball would be headed towards the corner.
Left distance here, but a chance for Taipei. Chang's played very well in the set, but he's missed a couple of these longer distance ones. This one's a little easier. Still pressure here.
And by the way, I might play a lot more one pocket than you do, but it doesn't make it very good one pocket.
Chang's just struggled on those longer distance shots. So Austria with a chance here.
Oh boy, and they need it. Well, yeah, they need it because they got to win the set. So for this match, I guess I'm going for Austria to send it to the third and deciding set. For all you fans out there to get to watch these 4 world-class players compete against each other.
Gonna have to combo it to 6-8, but it looks fairly wired, and 6 looks pretty controllable.
Just a little draw to come up and over for the 5. The 6 ball is going to require some very good positioning here. If she can get to where the 10 ball is.
Well, he's telling her to go into the straight inside of it, I think. 10's big there. I guess you try to draw the cue ball in front of the 10.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to, well, maybe just follow up that side?
She going with inside. Yeah, she is following straight down.
Okay.
Oh, they want the 8. They wanted the combo on the 8. Felt it was better. And I can see why. If they get over here by the 10, they can't get the cue ball back up for the 7 because of the 8.
Yeah. 6 is playing to the right a little bit here, and not what they want, really.
Big shot by Albin. Nice and soft. Look how he's lined this up for the side or the corner. Which do you prefer?
I think the corner's safer here. Might have to power draw out of it.
She can follow for the side and catch the rail on the right. Leaves her dead in for the 7.
Shot. Looking at it, third set here. Great match so far. Taipei had one chance to win. Junlin came up short on that.
Yeah. This is the shot that'll set it up. Do we have a deciding set or not? The answer is going to be, I think, a resounding yes.
Yeah, great match here. Who does everybody like in the third set?
There you go. For everyone in the chat there, who do you guys like in the third set? The Ouschans or Chinese Taipei? Chou and Chang.
Looks like both teams going to stay in the arena still. Just not worried about taking breaks. Going to stay in the action.
Making us earn our keep, aren't they?
Austria will be first to break here in the third set.
Neither team has really done a lot of coaching.
Yeah,
But not as much as the
Austria
first one.
hardly any.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised not as much from Taiwan too.
Big break by Albin. Breaking from the side, playing the 1 in the side pocket.
Clusters over on the left side rail. No direct look at the 1. I think it's worth a kick safe here. Might be able to see the right edge. There'll be safe options coming off the right edge if that's available. Yeah, I can see the right of it.
RJ Johnson says the Ouschans have the advantage. Ixabi 97, Ligzabi 97 says Ouschan's clear favorites. And Patsy Elias says the fillers have won.
Okay.
They were ahead by, I guess they must have come back. They were down 3-2 in the second set. Typical English guy says 50-50.
Yeah. Tough to pick a winner here.
Yeah. He's going to get this behind? Yes, no, no. Or maybe yes.
Left the 1. Cue ball's playing in the 5. 3-4 is going to have to be developed. Ideally, if you get on the right long rail side of the 2, you can have big energy moving into the breakout area. 3-4 might play a combo.
NEPA BMX. I won't say it on the air, but that's amusing. And Zapius says the ball's around. Nobody knows what can happen to the favorite. That's actually a very good point. Anything can happen. It's pool, right?
I think Austria is going to have a go at the breakout here. Tough to see if he can throw the combo enough. 4 is definitely leading into the short rail, but there might be ways to kind of throw it towards the pocket a little more. Yeah, Albin thinks they can. So just for you guys at home, this is going to be, it's called a throw shot. So it would look like you want to cut the 3 to the right here. You actually want to cut it to the left to play the ball the opposite way. They're just going to back off. They're gonna play the cue ball behind the 9.
I think that's the play. I wouldn't take a chance.
No, yeah.
It's just tap the 3 and you get right behind the 9.
Only thing that could happen here is the 3 kind of pushes into the 9 and it affects how the 9's laying. That's what they're talking about.
Well, they're running out of time.
They're actually going to go the thin way. They're worried about how the... Imagine if they bury this in there. Yeah. Good enough. Is there room between the 4?
No, I don't think so. I don't think the cue ball fits behind the 4 from what we can see.
It's close.
I have reading glasses on. And I still can't see. And Elmer, oops, not Elmer. Let's see, who is it? Zapias, greetings from Lithuania. Yes, Gintaras Petrovas is here refereeing.
No good. See, I saw Chou look at Chang like, are you sure it passes? Like, she didn't think it did. He did. Advised her to shoot it. Albin puts Jasmine nicely on the 4 here. They'd like to open up the 7 if the cue ball has any motion towards the left. I think it's pretty straight.
You know, it does seem that the momentum has really swung to the Ouschans here.
Well, I feel like if the Ouschans get in stroke, I mean, they're dangerous regardless, but I just feel like they have a good connection between them, and if the rolls start going their way, they'll be able to roll a team over pretty quick. They're talking a little more now. The shot needs to be talked about, but it just seems like, yeah, I know what you mean. They're picked up a little bit in their step, kind of working together a little more.
Yeah. Chang seems a little more serious, and I don't know that I want to use the word dejected, but look at this breakout. Jasmine, what a shot.
I don't know if she got there, though.
I think she did.
It was a great shot.
I think he can play it in the side.
He seems okay with it.
Yeah. Elmer, I have no idea why there aren't any Filipinos playing. Ours is not to reason why. We are here to shout and cry. How's that?
Yeah, I think they just might not have been able to confirm their participation early enough, because they definitely would have been invited.
It would have been fantastic to have, well, another team. I'd like to have seen this a 12-person, a 12 pairing, but there are reasons that are not available to us.
Strong pocketing there from Jasmine. Gaining her confidence. Made a great shot on the 2 in the Hill game last set. She's played well throughout both sets. All players have played really well. Good position there from Albin.
I've seen Elba make some fantastic, outrageous positional shots.
No weaknesses in any of these players' games, that's for sure.
And the first game of the deciding set goes to the Ouschans from Klagenfurt. What a lovely town.
Jasmine has her academy over there. Albin travels so much, he's probably only home half the year.
Yeah.
Jasmine to break in the second game of the third set here.
Game number 2 of the second set. Good view of a good-looking little sports shirt she's wearing. Those are kind of nice, aren't they?
Yeah, looks like they kind of got their own
Yeah.
jerseys for this tournament. Serious about winning, that's for sure. Got one there, bit of a thin cut. Didn't get quite as much action out of the rack as she would have wanted. One's available. Playing decently towards the 2. 5 looks like it passes the 6 in the top right corner pocket. Gonna have to navigate a combo on the 3-4.
Dropped it. Got nice on the 3-4, but this is a little tight. This is going to take some work.
Yeah, you want to get on the rail side of the 3 here, so the cue ball can play towards the right off the 3, guaranteeing a shot.
So back and forth here.
Yep. Oh, geez.
Ooh.
Surprising miss. And Look for Austria to maintain their momentum here. Gonna have to draw out of this. A lot tougher than it looks. I guess you could try to find the window between the 6-7. Just thinking about both options right now. Really doesn't want to draw it, but the ideal spot for the cue ball is back where it is, and it requires a draw to get back there. Yeah, just going to settle for the follow. See, when you're elevated and the cue ball's that far from the object ball, it's extremely tough to control draw to any kind of precision.
Well, if you don't come on it just perfect, your cue ball's going to squirt to the right or to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
It's tough. Anytime I'm elevated nowadays, it's not good for me.
Good shot there, controlling the 3 as well.
And she's in good position to come up for the 5 in the corner pocket, to go between the 7 and the 8.
Yeah, it's a little straight, but you're right. You could take more distance on the 5 and play between the 7-8. Might have to. Don't really like drawing all the way across table here. He's gonna, though. Wants to get closer to the 5.
Is he coming back? Oh, boy.
Unexpected. He's just baffled by it. I mean, most pros would be. They never expect to miss cue like that.
Not like that, yeah. It's kind of the things I do. I think he was winding up to draw back for the 5 for the same corner. I think he was going, to really get back up there.
Yeah.
Instead of going forward like this. Here's what I had in mind.
Yeah. Just got caught being a little straight. Decided, but yeah, I know what you mean. He could have played longer position and guaranteed the position a little more. So Taipei coming back to level the score in the 3rd set here. Needed this game. Needed a momentum change in the match.
Well, we've got 2,400 viewers now, which is fantastic. Some of them could hit the like button. For those of you that want to come back and watch us some more, hit the subscribe, and it'll notify you that we are on. There will be another match at 4 p.m., and then the final will be at 7 p.m. Pacific time.
How's the draw shaping up, George?
How's the draw shaping?
So this will be the last team into the semifinals, I believe? Like
Yes.
3 of the 4 teams.
The Steyrs won over Van Bonen and Ellison.
Yep.
Fisher and Kazakis will face Fefalova and the Steyrs.
Okay.
And the winner of this match will face the Fillers. I saw that they had already won, but yes, they have. So the winner of this match will face Pia and Joshua Filler.
Okay.
And the other match will be the Steyrs versus Fisher and Kazakis.
Kelly and Alex played really well.
Yes, they did.
Down 3-0 in the 3rd set. Brought it back to 3-all and won the shootout.
So this is a big set. Keep in mind that in this set, they don't have to win 4 games. It's 3 games. If it's tied at 3, we go to a shootout. And what a fantastic way to finish it. Both matches on this table go into shootouts.
Good square break from Chou, making the 4-railer. They're on the 1. Going to come around 3 rails here, thinking about how to avoid the 4. Because it's such a big ball, playing around closer to the 2, there looks like they're going to just accept more distance and angle. Cue ball might be running into the 3 in that case. We'll have to see how this develops here.
Well, I see a lot of smiles out there, but none from this man at the table. I wonder what he'd be like as a coach.
He's calm. He's helping out Rita here. Sure, he has a big role in developing junior players in Taipei. Not too many players that know the game better, that's for sure.
Oh, wow. No.
3 plays towards the side. Question of how thick can you hit the 8? Don't want the cue ball traveling to the right too much. He's getting right over it, trying to feel the angle. Good shot. Moving 4 balls there. Looks like the 7 passes to the left side pocket. Is the 6 past the 10? They're looking at that right now. Looks like it does. How is this going to turn out? Into a combo? It did.
Is there a 2-way to it?
He's all in.
He's all in. He's got to go all in. Oh, this lineup, wow. I was trying to catch up on some reading there. Was this ball in hand, or did he come in with that position?
Yeah, they just kind of developed the balls in the in the middle of the rack and got the run out. Strong rack there from Taipei.
So now it's 2-1. I think I've been reading too much.
Missing the action here, George.
Yeah, I'm missing the action. I did miss the first 2 games. I mean, the Ouschans won the opening game of the set, and then I missed the game before this one.
Be Jun Lin to break here in game 4 for Taipei. Chang's played in a lot of Pro Billiard Series over the course of the tour. Hit a lot of these breaks from the side rail. Nice hit.
4 balls straight in. 9 ball, no.
Yeah, that corner ball in the rack's been going in a few times. On the 1 here nicely. Gonna have to play a combo into the 9. Chou will be looking at hitting the thick part of the 9 where she can leave the 1 right over the side pocket. Oh, caught it too thin. Is it still available in the corner? I think it is. Scratch is okay. It's closer than it's close.
The scratch?
Even playing the 1 past the 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, not enough room. Gonna play safe. There's room between the 2-6. Just has to see if the cue ball will be tracking past the 1. Must not be there because he hasn't even just recognized right away that there's no way to hit it off the most obvious rail.
Mm-hmm. Going right between the 6 and the 2.
Doesn't like
you
it.
said. Wow. It's a stop shot. You could almost make it in the side.
He's trying to kick safe here. Great shot. Could have
Now we
got
see why he didn't like it, why he played it the way he did.
Yeah, he had a real good kick safe option in mind there.
Great shot, Alvin.
Containing. Chou can hit the ball. Gonna go for an aggressive stop here. Try to use the 2 ball as a blocker. Good. Got it. 5 ball came into the rescue there. Jasmine resigned to kicking off the short rail here.
Did she call the side?
Yeah. Try. Chance for Taipei. Austria hasn't done much wrong in this set. Small rolls and good play leading into Taipei having a good chance to go on the hill here. And a reminder that because they're on 3, they'll be guaranteed a shootout. Checking to see how much room is past the 8. No communication about it, so you got to assume there's enough pocket there.
Oh.
There's not a ton of room past the 8. I mean, you can always shoot the 5 off the side rail or combo into it. Don't like the combo as much because you don't know exactly where the 5's going to go. I think the way the cue ball's lined up with the 3, though, they have to draw back. You'd want to attack that shot on the 5 from more to the right of where the cue ball, of where the 3 ball is right now. I don't know. Is there enough room there, George? I mean, now
I can't tell if there is. If I would play it into the rail.
I guess
off
you.
The 8.
Yeah, I guess you could because now you can get the cue ball moving to the right as
Sure.
well.
She can draw the ball straight back. She plays it that way and come towards the 6. So she, she won't, if she pushes the 8 ball out of the pocket, which she will. Wow.
Yeah.
Got there?
Lots of options there. They settled on the one they liked. Nice execution. Chang's going to have distance here. Struggled with distance a few times over this match. Sure, he'll find it sooner or later.
I was going to say that 6 ball, I wouldn't want to be playing that 6 ball for the cash.
Yeah, it's missable.
It was very missable.
Well, if there's anyone that's made more errors on the Taipei side, it's been Chang. Not easy ones. But just a couple times when he could have kind of put the match away or put Taipei in a big spot or in a great spot, hasn't quite happened for him.
This is a big shot.
Nice shot.
Great shot by Alvin. That was a very, very big shot. It really was.
Yeah.
To stay in the match, because that's 3-1. They're facing 3-1 if he misses that.
Yep. Back and forth here. Wanted to get further up table. Well, I'll tell you what. This, you know, he's a champion. He's going to figure out how to make this. But this is a weird element in doubles where it's like I would have never left myself there. Like that's the negative thinking on this, right? Got it.
And you called it, Eric. Alvin Ouschan takes that big shot, puts it down, and ties it up at 2 in this race to 4.
Yeah, there was a decision to be made on how to play that 5, and it just didn't quite work out in the end.
A little bit of an audience here. We got some of the players from the amateur events. Keep in mind, there's going to be about 7,000 of them walking around on Tuesday and Wednesday when the teams get here.
I think as far as participation, it must be the biggest pool event in the world. APA has a
huge event.
Yeah, a big number participation event. Not quite sure. It's right up there, if not the biggest.
It's big. And now that they've been teaming up with the Predator Pro Billiard Series, with having all the pros running around here, it's really made it big. And you know, I like the interaction that it gives. It gives everyone to have that many amateur fans, and then pros from all around the world. I can't believe how international this has become.
Yeah,
it really is.
Great event. Does Jasmine have enough of the 1 here? Getting right down on the angle, seeing. Looks like she might not. Looks like Albin wants to call something, but he's not saying anything.
Did she just call for extension?
Yeah, it's going to be some kind of push. Going to need some referral from Albin here.
I would put it back in the corner where Albin is standing if I was going to push. And then decide where I want to go with, well, actually, I would decide where I want to go. I'd want to go with the cue ball right behind the 7 if they give it back.
It's a good push, tempting Taipei into playing. The only real safe is playing the cue ball behind the 7. Might seem like an easy shot, but it has to be judged perfectly. I like taking my chances here if I'm Taipei. Yeah, I guess this shot is tougher than it looks. She'll definitely be playing the cue ball behind the 7, though. That's a just-in-case call. Really, the shot is safe.
The only thing you don't want to do here is hit the 7 off the 1. Like that.
Yeah.
But look at this. But look at the 4 ball.
Yeah, the fans didn't realize she didn't want to make
it. Jasmine's chuckling. She says, guys, I was trying to put the cue ball behind the 7, okay? I had no intention of that going in.
Might have actually just been trying to bank the 1 into the 2-3 area because it was actually that hard to get the cue ball behind the 7, but definitely wasn't trying to make it. Good Kick safe from Albin here. Going to catch a window, though. Containment. Action getting tense here.
Oh.
Yeah, down to the end of the third set. Winner of this game will be guaranteed a shootout and have a chance to win in straight sets or win in regulation sets.
You know how we like to say we're down to the, Jim Weich's favorite saying is we're down to the business end of this tournament.
That's right.
We're down to the business end of this match here. We're tied at 2. This puts you on the hill, and there's the 8 and the 6 that come into play.
Good shot. Jasmine's going to be on a 2-rail kick here. Calling the 4 in the corner. Good try. 2 ball got safe. 4 ball's going to come in between them.
Again.
Might have the right edge, but definitely a good result for Austria there.
Yeah, this time the 4 ball helped Austria instead of hurt them like in the last shot. Mario He in the background there, along with Max Luckner. Michael Schneider next to them.
Oh, look
Cue
at the
ball.
cue ball.
It's, oh.
2's got some room towards the corner pocket. Tough shot here for Albin, but I feel like he'll be going at it. Great shot. Didn't want to run into the 4.
Oh boy, jump shot.
Yep. Oh, she'll bring the house down if this one goes in.
Oh boy. They are responsive to her.
Yeah, she has a lot of fans. She has
Sure.
a YouTube channel now.
Yep. Great YouTube. She shows a lot of personality in that YouTube channel.
She does.
She really does. Comes across real nice. Well,
Second prize there.
the 4 ball's going to help again? No.
Can play the cue ball behind the 4. Kind of an all-in type safe. Could play the cue ball back to the location it is now. It's a tough one to get both those balls lined up, but safest option out of that position.
How do you feel about the bank on the 3?
I
here?
like it. I think you got,
I think you got to go for it. I think he'll go for it.
yeah, I mean, only thing that might make me not do it is if there's a 2-ball wall with the 6-8. But there becomes a point in the match where you just got to take what's given to you.
If you're a 3 cushion player, that 6 and 8 is very inviting to get behind.
Yeah, I played it 2 ways there. Just didn't commit fully to the shot. 2-way part of it ended up okay.
Uh-oh.
She's okay. 6-8's gonna loom big here, though. Might have to stop it, which is gonna increase the difficulty of the shot, but still possible to get behind those balls. Albin just letting Jasmine go here. Fact is, she knows probably the right shot in 90% of the time or more. Good shot.
Notice how she banked the ball to create distance and came back to the 2 balls. instead of just pushing the ball by and trying to get up against the 2 balls.
Yeah, it's the better shot. At first glance at that angle, I thought she had to stop it, but that's the highest percentage shot there. No way.
What a shot.
Assuming he called that pocket, that would be the most obvious one, but
No,
he didn't.
He didn't.
Huh. Oh, now he's saying
Yes,
he
he
did.
said.
Okay.
He said, "You call that?" Even Chou couldn't believe it.
Yeah, the ref would have known. Yeah.
Sure. And he's just letting them know, yes, I called it.
Albin's saying he didn't. I guess he's just not going to make a big deal here.
Well,
We'll have to get our YouTube police out on that one. I don't know. I don't. He wouldn't have said he did call it if he didn't. Nice shot. Shot by Chou. She's made a lot of nice long pots in this match. Really holding Team Taipei together. And what a turn of events we've had here in the last couple shots. Chang kicking in a low percentage ball. Chou making a nice long ball. And they're a big favorite to win the 5th game here. Shot from Chou there, keeping Chang right in line. Ten's not in the best spot. Angle's kind of telling her to come above the ball. You're going to have to get good on it if you do that. Yeah, she was able to slow spin it enough, but was never able to get perfect. Still good enough though.
and just 10 ball to get on the hill. Sending it down the rail to the corner pocket.
Shot. Big turnaround there in that last rack.
The Ouschans need this next game to send it to a shootout. Tied in sets. They were tied in games. Now the advantage goes to Chou and Chang.
Finally a smile from Chang.
That's the first one I've seen
I think
since
so.
the very beginning.
I think so.
I think when he walked into the arena, he smiled. They made a joke about something as they were walking in, and then it's been nothing but frowns. I'm glad to see him come up a little bit. And what a great kick he made there. And yes, he did point to it, by the way.
Someone checked?
I'm checking right now. It's right here.
Okay.
He just pointed.
Okay.
On YouTube, here I see the lag and kicks it right in.
Okay. Yeah,
There's
I mean,
no doubt.
he wouldn't have said he did
Of course not.
if he actually didn't. Taipei guaranteed a shootout now. Be going for the match win.
Cue ball goes to the head of the table. One ball dresses up. Did they make a ball is the question.
Nothing down.
Nope.
Albin's going to have a tough opener here. Austria has to keep their spirits up. One game away from forcing a shootout. Nice try, super tough, elevated over distance, lots of speed. And Taipei is going to have a look at winning this match here. Big shot's going to be getting on the 3. They're going to be left with a fair bit of angle on the 2. 3 doesn't pass the 4. This actually has a little too much angle on the 1 here as well.
Yeah, did you see him point it out?
Good hold there from Chang. Probably going to have to run the cue ball into the 3 here. I think he's telling her to come below the 3 and they'll just play safe if or possibly play the 3 in the side if they get perfect. Good shot. Gonna have to be a bank. The cue ball's traveling a fair bit to the right.
You know, the bank is a good shot. Can he, if he's sure he can hold it for position on the 4.
Yeah, I have a feeling he can't, so
Yeah.
he might have to just play safe here.
I was going to say exactly that. Yeah, that's what he's done, and he's measured it perfectly.
Shot. Jasmine's going to have a 2-rail kick here. Kind of hitting the 3 and the rail at the same time.
What a big kick if she kicks this in.
Well, this would be what happened in the last game, right? Taipei came with a big kick on the 3.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Good try.
That
Cue
was
ball's not going to get up table enough.
But it's going to get to where it leaves just a combo?
Yep.
Another safety maybe? Or do you take on this combo?
Combo's playable enough.
Okay.
Cue ball and 3 are going the same way. Shot. Natural angle back up to the 5. Chou's played really well in this match. Great effort from the Ouschans as well. Kick on the 3, really changing the outcome of this 3rd set.
I was going to ask if you would draw this ball off the rail and up for the 6 on the side, but the proximity of the 7 would.
Still would. You can
still
put a
would?
bit
Think
more
so?
aggressive stroke on the ball. Yeah.
I also, that laid pretty nice too. What a nice job he did laying that cue ball there for the 7.
Yeah, perfect position here. Another entertaining set in the mixed doubles portion of this week's events. Semifinals are going to be at 4 o'clock Pacific. And 7 o'clock. Finals at 7 o'clock Pacific. Be sure to tune in.
And the semifinal will be between the winner of this match right here and Pia and Joshua Filler. He's coming back for the side, I believe so. No, he's just gonna stun over for the shot.
Yeah, it was just a little too much angle. We'd be worried about getting too close to the 9.
These 2 balls to get the set, or send us into a shootout. I don't think we're going to have the shootout. Chang Lin is deadly right here. And there it is. Chinese Taipei, Zhongling Chang and Chou to meet Pia and Joshua Filler in the semifinal. The next semifinal at 4 p.m. This is George Tage. What a great job you guys have done staying with us. Thank you. And what a great job the pros have done here. Predator putting this mixed doubles together, an exciting format. And we thank you for joining us. This is George Tejea and Eric Horlifson. We'll see you later.
Okay, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later.